study on modes of heat transfer. That was study on start thesis.
So I'm coming to the design thinking perspective of mode of heat transfer. Design thinking, it is a framework where we can solve a problem or give a solution for a problem in 5 stages. So what are the 5 stages in the sense? Initially we have to empathize the problem. So what are the actual problem is about? So we have to put our thing in their own perspective of other human, etc. Likewise. So empathy, define. We have to define the problem. What's the actual problem is. Define. Ideate. We have to ideate this problem, like ideas. Sharing our ideas or things. How can the problem can be solved? Likewise. Then we have to do once the idea is done. We are given some idea to the particular problem. Then we can make a prototype on that. So like different types how the problem can be solved like this. Then we have to test the prototype how it is. It will be coming under the stage of testing. So the design thinking framework, which we have been collaboratively blending with modes of heat transfer in the sense of conduction, convection, radiation. So this will be discussed by our friends.
So while coming to the conduction part, conduction, which is the first mode of heat transfer. In the conduction, we are going to make the heat transfer in the form of let's take boiling water. So in a stove, we are placing the pot and we are boiling the water. The fire is directly touching the surface of the pot. So it is in a direct contact of this is what conduction is. In a direct contact, if there is a heat transfer takes place, it is known as conduction. So in conduction, the heat will be going from a hot to a cold body, so that the heat will be transferring faster. So here the heat will be transferring from solid to solid. So this is the conduction part. So as example I said, that's a direct boiling. With whatever it is in a direct contact with something is known as conduction. That's it.
Coming upon convection, convection is the same process of condension, where the water boils and raises up like vapor. If we boil a water and closes the top with the lid, the water vapor goes up and it forms as a water and water droplets and it comes again. That's condension.
So okay, coming to the point of radiation, we already saw the conduction and convection. So in this radiation, it is the process in which we can feel the heat. For example, we can take our solar system and we have sun. So in our planet Earth, we can feel the radiation from the sun. So it is a process called radiation. How we can feel? We can feel the sun from the suns by using the electromagnetic waves. Via electromagnetic waves, we can feel the sun's heat energy. Similarly, we can assume another example of the teapot or anything which is boiling in the vessel. So we can feel the heat from that vessel via electromagnetic waves.
As he said, convection is a mode of heat transfer which occurs through the fluids. And in the convection, there are two phase changes that happens. One is evaporation and another one is condensation. The evaporation is the process where which the fluid particles are evaporated into vapors, water vapors and dry steam likewise. In the process, some work is given to it to become a evaporation, and the next process is condensation, in which the evaporated water droplets are returned back to its fluid medium. Like this is the condensation process. This both process happens in the air conditioning system which we all use. The first process of air conditioning is evaporation, and the last, the refrigerant fluid again becomes to fluid by the condenser. This is what the example of phase changes.
So we are coming to the conclusion part. As our colleague says, the conduction, convection, radiation. These are the main parts of modes of heat transfer, and we have saw about the convection in two phase changes. So it's commonly the two modes occurring in the compressor and condensers. So thank you.